Mark, yeah, yeah. He's been there since the beginning.
Oh yeah. He was even there with Frog and Looker, right? Frog and.
Yep, he's been a fan for a while. He's been following the saga of Capital City, and but we're far from Capital City these days. We're on the other side of the universe.
You son of a gun.
Here's a map of the universe.
That's convenient to have.
There's,
two-dimensional. I thought everybody had.
There's the sector of space where planet Earth is, and you guys are way down here on the edge of what's known as the Cordarian Empire. And what did we come up for distances? Did you record those?
We worked
stats?
out that it was a 6-month trip.
It was a what?
We worked out that it was a 6-month trip. I don't remember the distances.
Yeah, but yes, exactly, yeah.
Well, I mean, universe is big. It's a big place. You're talking light years.
The professor says it should be a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
You guys realize how homely a girl I had to date to pass astronomy class? We got to get home.
Well, also, if it's 6 months before you get back home, Chrome, you're going to get kicked out of school.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time. But
is that what happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll get you a note from your grateful government. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
The professor has the capability of making the ship go faster if he wants to mess around with the engine.
He does. Chrome does live on campus, right?
Yes.
Oh, so he just disappears with no trace. Oh my God! Could you imagine the candlelight vigils and the posters that they hung up all over campus?
That's a good point. I am, beloved across campus at this point.
Yep, that's true. You did get a bump.
Yeah, we got to get back. My adoring fans will be so disappointed.
Yeah.
And there's likely to be a gang war if I stay away too long.
Well, the only way you're going to get home quicker is make the ship go faster.
And not only that, Ruin Star's going to miss me.
There is a fifth person supposed to join.
Yeah, they won't be making it this evening.
Okay. I was trying to figure out how a Filipino god made it this far into deep space.
He's a god. He can go where he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next time someone asks if you're a god, yeah.
Now, I already had that solved. That part's easy.
Yeah, Tony, she's still in training. So.
Yeah.
But
you never know. I mean, she might moonlight as a Cordarian god or whatever sector of space we're
in. It'll take a few weeks.
Like like in Marvel, in the MCU, that Asgard isn't Norse gods anymore. They're space aliens that are gods on different planets.
yeah, here it is. It detonated the nuclear warhead and
Midgard
of flesh. And now that leaves the PC, leaves you guys 2,800 light years from Earth. My notes say you've negotiated passage on the tundra with Tungusis.
We stole a pirate ship. I don't know if we did much negotiating.
I'm sorry. I thought you guys negotiated a ride with them, and they're being pleasant with them. If you guys are going to be cutthroats and thieves with them,
Well, no, we
I need to
kind of
know this.
negotiated after we stole their ship. We kind of made peace after we stole their ship.
And we went back to Earth, but then Jay decided to throw us back out in space. So let's deal with it.
Guys,
Yeah, I'm just really confused on the relationship you have with the crew.
No, the crew's all
My
there.
impression is that you guys negotiate a ride with them, and in exchange, you're going to help them do a job. Am I
Yes.
wrong?
No, you're correct.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you guys want to do?
Because remember, I said during all the downtime, I was going to be working in the engine room and learning the system.
Yes, I remember.
Excellent.
That's it. You are correct, Professor. I remember.
Because I was asking who the engineer was, and you said that Tunguska is pretty much the only one who knows everything.
Yeah, they're not. There's no real scientific engineers here. They're space hands. They're space hands that have a ship that they probably didn't get legally.
And I believe I was helping the professor.
So you're right. We made peace with them in the end, Jay. It got a little rough at the beginning. It got a little rough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, as it should. They attacked you.
It didn't go well for them.
But I wanted to be clear on whether I was making the professor have to figure out how to fly the ship or not.
No. Tunguska is behind the wheel.
Okay, so you got someone behind the wheel. It's going to take 6 months to get home. Normally, how soon do you want to get home?
Is now too soon?
So if you look at AP math, everything doubles. If the professor could do a magical thing and get literally 1 AP, that should cut the time in half, roughly, right? Because the charts aren't strictly mathematical.
No, but we're looking at an AP of 23.
23. Because the logarithm.
My best calculation is 6 months of travel is 6 months is 23 APs of time. That's what I came up with. So there's your opposing value. There's your resistance value. There's your opposing value.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I can figure out something to help boost this.
If you could get 1 AP, it's going to cut the time in half.
I think we're definitely in.
I don't know what 1 AP is. How soon do you want to? How much do you want to try to shorten this journey?
Professor, that's on you.
Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about space travel other than I don't want to do it.
Okay, not in role playing times, but in game terms here. The professor's intelligence is 12, so 23 is beyond his.
23 is a measure of time. 23 is a measure of time, right?
Yeah, it's the speed. So
okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Tell me if I got this wrong. If you're like, say you wanted a day is
24 hours.
Yeah, it's 15 APs, right?
Right.
Don't I say 2015 to 23?
So if it's 23 APs and he reduced it by 2, it would go down to 21 APs, which would be 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've done almost all of my space travel with you. I left the planet one
that doesn't
other
sound very
time.
super heroic, okay? That doesn't sound super heroic. I'm looking for this thing to move quicker than that. But anyways, we're talking about 23. Here's what I'm proposing. If, say, you wanted to be home in 2 minutes, right? 23 minus 5 is what?
If you wanted to be home in 2 minutes, Jay, I think you're doing the math the wrong direction. He would have to drop it from 23 down to 5, so he'd need 18 APs of success.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, but you got a lot between that's at 2 minutes. So
Right.
I need to know, not APs, how long do you want the journey home to take? It's a simple question, guys.
Can we get it down to a month?
Okay, that would be 20 APs. A month is 20, so 20 to
A month still gets me expelled.
Yeah. Like I said, that doesn't sound super heroic. You know, you guys aren't impressing me at all.
We could use our great.
Really? You're going to make me do math? Come on now.
Yeah, it's like what you guys are proposing is like asking the professor to change out the crystals and fucking clean the filters.
Well, I don't know in game terms how that actually works, but like if we can get this down to a couple of days, I could probably smooth things over with my professors.
Mm-hmm. So 2 days.
22. 2 days would be 16. That would be 6. From 22 to 16.
So let me get this straight. So you're 23. When you said 23 earlier, that was the amount of time, or that was the ship?
That's the amount of time. 23 APs represents 6 months of time.
Right.
And we want to
okay.
down.
I thought that was the speed of the ship. That's why I was trying to figure. Okay.
I don't even want to try to figure out the speed of the ship right now. Although I can't. I have it. I do have it. I do have a step.
The speed of the ship.
The yardstick I just want to use right now is time. The clock, the ticking clock.
Okay.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
And there's also a certain amount of ticking clock of how much time he spends working on it. It's not like he wants a 4-second fix. Right? So as he takes time to do it, this should give him APs in his favor. So actually, that is the question. Jay, what is roughly the speed of the ship? I can figure it out if you can give it to me in light years or anything.
How do we
if you can give it to me in fractions of light speed or parsecs or whatever.
Or you can just say we're flying there and get it done.
Well, no, you still got to do a job along the way. Honor the agreement. But the ship, where is the ship? I have the stats on the ship. The ship is a Genova class small merchant vessel used as a spice runner, usually in trade between systems.
That sounds fast.
Super fast, yeah.
I'd rather have the Corvette.
It's faster than light speed warp drive, which is some type of quantum energy drive. Uses what? Do we establish that's based on some of the factors of quantum energy?
So what you're saying is we got to get out and push.
And it goes. It's got its cruising speed is 34 light years. I think that's every 24 hours.
Okay.
And its max light and its max when you rev up the engines all the way is 45 light years. And
well, we're definitely in a Voyager situation, just like on the show. Oh, we'll be there in
we'll be there in 5 years. Yeah.
Well, it said like 60 years, but they were lucky. They ran into things that helped cut it down.
Yeah, they did eventually make it home, didn't they?
But then, unfortunately, every week you have to run into something that helps put a little question into whether or not you're going to make it.
Hey, Tony, the board comes in handy once in a while.
I think he has a small elephant in his apartment.
He just evacuated his nose.
Mm-hmm. And then we can also do
They do have elephants here.
We also
I think they'll let you take them into your apartment.
Yeah, the small ones, as small as an elephant gets.
All right, sorry, Jay.
But yeah, what was I thinking? I got to come up with an acting and opposing value. I know where we are and know where we want to get to. So
we just want to tap out some math.
The speed of the.
I think it really is what you said. Yeah, it's just you need that many APs of success. So the success of 12 against 23 is 19. To
increase the speed of the ship, we need to know what the speed of the ship is.
We said it's 35 hours.
34, but max is 45 light years
per day.
Hours. Yeah. I've already done the math. It's 6 months.
Well, sure, but that's based on distance. I'm thinking about what the speed per phase is. And that's for 4 seconds.
The APs will be, how fast does it go in 4 seconds?
In 4 seconds? Jeez,
300 light year.
I don't know. It's going to be close to 300 light seconds. No.
Well, if you know the light years, my chart only goes up to 20. I don't have the book with me.
Oh, the distance?
Yeah, my speed only goes up to 1,000 miles.
Yeah. Well, I just got a universe. That's 2,800 light years.
That's not even a blink of an eye.
Oh.
And I guess I just took 45 and divided 2,800 light years from Earth.
Let me see.
By 45, that's like what? Like 45 light years every 24 hours. And that gave me how many days it would take. And then I just turned that into months, and that came out to 6 months.
All right, I'll take
Which also gave me an AP number of 23.
Correct. An AP number of 23 for 6 months is correct.
Yeah. And so if you wanted to get it down, the only question I have is my ruling is your intelligence of 12 against the voyage of 23. You need an 18. You need a 21 or better, straight up.
And if it takes more time to do it,
and then you've got to get in every AP of success, just knocks it down. APs. So you may hit it, you may not. You may not get it at all. But of course, the thing is to get it within a reasonable chance, you're probably going to have to spend some hero points.
Right.
I'll donate some hero points if I can.
Oh, I got 40.
That's something that's never come up in this game, but there's skills that allow you to pool hero points. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mind contributing. I've still got a few lying around.
But you'd have to be able to contribute in a meeting.
Everybody pitch in 6, and you can double the acting value and the effect value.
Fine, pitching in 6.
Okay, everyone's pitching in 6.
That would be 3 from everybody, so it'd be plus 12 to both rolls.
Yep.
Yeah, I can do. Yeah, I can do 6.
Let me mark off 6.
Yeah, and try to include that other, I guess, vector you want to include, metal, like how much time, if he has all the time in the world, you know?
Oh, right.
I don't even know how to put that in.
Give me 1 second, I will find that.
But I think we just need to roll. I think we got you got your plus 12. So that's just what that brings it to 11 or better, right? That's what we're coming to. You need 11 or better now instead of a 21 or better.
I don't know.
So numbers make sense to me. 11 or better, and every AP of success just knocks the time down, cuts it in half.
Let's go, Professor. Time for that top 10.
Is he sweating from the pressure, or just the fact that he's in India? Can't tell.
Yeah, I'm in the dice room because I didn't bring any dice with me. 2 die 10, ready to go.
Okay, dice room works.
A 9 and a 1 is a 10.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to get another try, and maybe what? How much time would you be able to try it again? And by the way, the ship is moving. We're not doing this standing still.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are traveling. You guys are streaking across the galaxy.
While he's working on that, what job do we have to do with the space pirates?
There's a treasure vault that they want to loot, but they never had the firepower to do it because it's an old like Forerunner installation. So
basically, after the way we kick their rears, they figure we're tough enough to be able to do it.
The way you guys, are slinging, and they also just saw you cut a Cordarian Corvette used by the locals in half, like a fucking spaceship. Were you there for that, Chrome?
I don't recall that. No.
Okay. When they popped out were you there for when you escaped the pocket universe of Carcosa?
Yes, because I still have flashbacks about it.
Okay, and then you popped out into real space, and the system that they popped out of into was the last place that the Tundra crew had been, and they're crooks, and they were being looked for by the cops, so that you guys were almost immediately jumped by a patrol boat when you were in what's it? The system's called the Elili system. The Elili system.
Okay.
And so instead of getting arrested by the Cordarian or the local authorities, under the Cordarians overlords, Metal decided to just, cut through their battle screens and slice the ship well enough that, completely disabled them. And I'm going to add Trish to the stage. So she's welcome. I think she goes, "Hey, Trish, you wanted to hang out?"
There you go. Finally.
You wanted to hang out and watch the game action? See how it goes? Welcome. Welcome to the club.
Right.
Hello.
Okay.
And so, that gave you the breathing room to set course and get the hell out of there.
Okay.
So, they agreed. So currently you're on, it's not even a named system. It's just coordinates. He's got coordinates. System. You guys will be there.
I think I might have it.
Well, it's not the first time we've stolen stuff.
In fact, it'll be there in I guess we'll put that one.
It was West Virginia.
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Is that where you guys are going? That's where the compass directions are?
DE 2750.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Yeah, that's what it was. I drew the map. I told you.
That's right. Yes. It was the same geographical location as where Pondsville would be.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Layers upon layers upon layers. But this treasure vault is on what he refers to as a Hulk star.
So I'm interested in what variety of treasure one finds in a treasure vault like this.
Don't know, but it's got to be
I'm always
priceless.
interested in treasure.
I mean, the Forerunner stuff we're talking about 94,000 years ago. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Oaken's only 2,000 years old.
Back to Earth, it would make my job easier. So I'm all about let's go do this. Jay, I left you a note on the Discord, like a private note.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a new picture for yourself.
Oh, that's from Jeremy's game.
Okay. Oh, cool. Nice. Love it. Games within games. People playing games. I love it.
Yes, we know.
But yeah, most of Forerunner history is known from a couple volumes of books known as Times Past.
So I know these pirates are going to want some stuff because they're freaking pirates, but as long as we get our share of the take home, I'm cool with this.
Well, I'm willing to do it if it gets us home, but it's
we do what we have to do our part as long as the ship continues to go in that direction.
And we're not ripping off widows or orphans or anything, because I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah, right. As long as I don't have to kill anybody.
No, it's okay. Now we just messing with Sasquatch, so it's good.
Yeah, cosmic history. There's 7-star races. What else? Information, background information is relative.
We censored a chart.
Yeah, the extent of the Forerunner Empire, who are the Forerunners, no one knows. Just some bits of their technology. Every once in a while, an artifact has been uncovered, which gives proof of their existence. But 150,000 years to 94,000 years ago was a Forerunner race.
So no one's going to miss stuff if we take it.
No. Finding stuff like that, finding stuff like this is, well, it's treasure hunter's dream. It can be sold back in the Cordarian Empire for lots of money. Rare things to the rich. The rich always like rare things.
So we're looking for a Japanese SUV.
and a cheeseburger.
Yeah, good luck on that cheeseburger. I don't think the nearest one is anywhere close.
You're actually only 20 light years from the coordinates where he's got this Hulk star located. Professor, you would know what he means when he's referring to a Hulk star. When a small star burns out, it leaves a dark, dense corpse of elements behind.
It's a brown dwarf.
A brown dwarf, yeah.
So it's burnout. It's just a solid, dense mass.
Yeah, the Hulk star started out as a tiny red dwarf star. After a long and dull life, it swelled up and died. like most main sequence stars do, when their hydrogen and helium all been fused into heavier stuff, the star drifted through a dense dust cloud and collected a shell of hydrogen, helium, and low-density matter such as silicon, lithium, and carbon. This comparatively fluffy layer covered the dense metallic core to such a depth that the surface gravity becomes a bearable 8 Gs.
Oh.
Bearable.
I'm surprised it's that low. The
8 Gs is no place that I can just wander around. That's going to flatten someone like me.
Hey, I'm heavier than the rest of you too, so that's 8 times more.
Say what now?
I'm heavier than the rest of you too, so times that by 8.
Unless you have dispersal, the gravity won't affect.
Orbiting the Hulk star, as you can imagine, are a large number of planetoids. The scanners picks up roughly 2,000 of them.
Jeez.
So, navigating, maintaining position, or in this space is what would Tunguska Slim do? The first thing he'd do, probably like Han Solo, whatever, attached to one of these planetoids, or do you just put it on the autopilot and let it bounce you around and not hit anything like, the automatic?
So do we know what we're looking for in this system? Treasure is a very generic term, Jay. Are we looking for a vault? Is this precious metals? Is there there has to be some idea of what we're looking for.
Yeah. You got to turn on scanners and things like that.
Use the subspace scanner.
I'm just thinking Slim must have something in mind if he's planning to steal things from here, not just that would be a fun place to steal.
Well, they've never been here.
Ah.
Well, no, I guess they have. They have been here, surveyed, and said this is way out of our league. We can't do it. But now with you, Metal. So yes, here's what they know. There's a blind spot on the Hulk star. The blind spot is an energy manipulation field.
Okay.
Is it magnetic?
Let's see the tonnage of the Denab class ship. What's the tonnage of this thing?
Well, I think we can determine.
Okay.
Magnetic.
What they've found and what they've learned and what others have to their peril is large targets 1,000 tons or more, when they come in within 10 light seconds of the Hulk star, get attacked with the equivalent of 250 caliber Nova guns. But ships under 1,000 tons can land within the blind spot.
That ain't nothing. That's only 250.
Or actually what it does is, the blind spot field exerts a gentle push on any craft approaching it. The closest we've been able to land is 20 kilometers. And then after that, you can approach it. You can approach it on foot.
Yeah, say 20 kilometers is nothing. 40 light seconds is a problem. So great, get the ship in as close as you can, and then let's. So did the rest of the crew end up with spacesuits? Did we manage to get these from Slim there? Because I think they need spacesuits.
Yeah, there's spacesuits available for everybody.
With aliens and everything, I'm sure the spaceships are all different shapes and sizes.
these are all like Mr. Spock-looking aliens, so they all use the same tailor.
Semantics.
There's a considerable size difference between the professor and Metal.
This is the truth, yes, like 100%.
Yeah. So the ship can 20 kilometers is as close as it can get to the border of the energy manipulation field.
So I'm trying to figure out how that works. If the gravity is 8 Gs, so we're 8 times heavier, or essentially our strength is divided by 8, right?
You're the only one among us that could take 8 Gs without squishing. I mean, that is, I could take it in a what do you call it, an acceleration chair? Like these like astronauts take, but to be able to move around in 8 Gs and not break your bones, I think you are the only one who could walk around out there.
Would you assume that it would be, you would just say your strength minus 8? So like the professor's at strength 4, so if he's gravity is put up at 8 times, then...
No, it wouldn't be a -8 because every AP doubles, right? So
yes.
So 8 Gs is
down 1 AP is 4 Gs down to 2 Gs down to 1 Gs, right?
So 3.
3 times. So we're looking at 3 times. Yeah, 3 times the gravity.
Professor.
We do strength minus 3 then?
Yes.
May I ask you something?
Yeah.
Why don't we just go in hot?
And get our ship shot up? Didn't you hear about the big guns?
Yeah. Slim is driving this thing. It's his ship.
But it's our ticket home.
I know, but exactly. He's the pilot. Nobody's going to fly this better than him.
Mm-hmm.
Considering none of us
I'm not going to kick the pilot out of the seat and grab the wheel. I have no experience of flying this thing.
Okay.
Okay, now that we've taken the things
series
that
of metallic objects surrounding the field. This edge of this blind spot, let's see, the edge of the blind spot is a burn, a ridge with a gentle slope and a rounded top. Tall metallic objects are visible from 5 kilometers away.
So Jay, is there any
and there's also about, as you're coming down, you can see it's maybe somewhere a little more, maybe a little less, about 100 ships. I mean, they're all dead hulks. So they've been there for a while, but they're previous, expeditions, if you will. There's other ships that landed and tried to loot this place.
Can we determine whether Oaken with his dispersal or the fact that Chrome is pretty well indestructible, which of them is going to have the best time out there? I can interact in the high gravity space, but I'm going to crush like a grape.
Yeah, I would say Oaken's dispersal powers solves the gravity issue for her.
If I'm at -3 strength, I'm still at a 5. So
yeah, I'm at -3 strength. I'm at a 0.
So you have to use your powers to be able to move around.
Yes, I would literally not be able to move. I would have to use my powers, which is a lot.
Can you use it to affect other people as well?
Well, so my thought was this, Jay, is depending on how much trouble they get into, either Oaken or Chrome could go in, scout around, see what's worth doing. And I can do a variation of what I did back at Ponsville and make myself a suit of power armor up, where I'm literally moving using my powers all the time, but then I just turn into Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
which is an option. And I'm not sure what the professor's going to do unless he steals a motorcycle.
What's your strength, Professor?
4.
Well, you can still move.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, but just I figured he had to have a strength of 4 based on sheer mass alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah, there's well, Tunguska Slim says, you know, we all go together. Everyone goes together.
Or any of these
separate.
Howard?
We all do this together. We're all space pirates. We know how this works.
I twirl my gun and put it back in the holster.
I'm going to need a little time to prepare then. I'm assuming we have time in flight or something like that.
Yeah, I am assuming you guys are orbiting the Hulk star and are coming down and landing.
Right. On the way there, Jay, I got to make myself up an exoskeleton.
Oh, okay. You're gonna make yourself up an exoskeleton. Very good.
Yep.
You got to get into your suit first, right? So that it can be on the outside of the suit.
Say what now?
Are you going to put your exoskeleton outside of your spacesuit? Because otherwise, are you going to put in the spacesuit?
Metal doesn't need a spacesuit. She has a power for that, but she isn't as strong enough to move.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so they've been here before. It says that there's once you go through the energy field that's buzzing between these tall poles.
Right.
You go under a berm. You end up in a valley surrounded by this energy field, and the G's level out and becomes normal.
Oh, wow.
I know this question was answered probably 3 sessions ago.
Atmosphere. Let's see. There's an atmosphere as well.
How many bandits work for
Tunguska Slim?
What's his crew contingency?
It's either 5 or 6. Six of them. There's 6 of them.
Only 6.
Including the captain, so that's a total of 7. Captain Tunguska Slim and his crew.
I can get to
and his 6 shipmates.
I'm not concerned we're going to lose a fight with the pirates.
And they're humanoid. They're not like human. They just look, they're humanoid. They have different features.
Like the pirates in the Star Wars animated shows.
Yeah.
Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have I just need to know how many.
And they're a mixed bunch, right? They're a mixed race. Egalitarian. They're pirates.
Yeah, I'm not concerned with fighting them. I just wanted to know how many people were on our side.
Yep.
Since we're on the same side now.
Right. Totally what I was thinking. Right.
Yeah. Once we get inside into the valley, the atmosphere is breathable. The pressure is normal.
All right.
Okay, cool. We'll head over. Just because I'm not trusting, I'm going to take my exosuit. And if I don't need it while I'm in there, I'm okay with that.
I can, my strength may be reduced to 1, but I can still move. So I don't have to run faster than the Caldorian Fire Beast. I just have to run faster than Random Bandit number 3.
And you guys aren't carrying anything large on you, are you?
That's a personal question.
You know, you're not in a vehicle. You're all on foot.
Correct.
Stop it, Tony.
My gun is ridiculously a sci-fi large, but other than that, no, I'm not carrying anything that's heavy.
So I guess what the crew of the Tundra does is they adjust some dials and things on their spacesuits to compensate for the intense gravity, for the whatever meters they gotta cross to get past and through the field.
Well, I guess we should have asked if they had gravity control on these spacesuits.
Well, I think they kind of have to.
If you said that I saw them do that, then I just repeat the process on my own suit.
But yeah, the suits can be adjusted to compensate for the gravity, the intense G's. And this field is what is up between 10-meter wide by 100-meter tall posts of an unknown alloy. The milky white blind spot field stretches between each post. You walk through the field, and there's a literal like hilly valley. I mean, like a range. A tall, steep range of hills, sharp hills. And at the base of the hills where you guys are walking, there's also previous tracks. Is a tunnel.
So Jay, just doing a little observation. Were things blown up by lasers, hit by rocks, crushed by gravity? These wrecks, what wrecked them?
They most of them look like they've just been there due to age. They're just decrepit from age. So it's like people went to try to loot the treasure vault and never got back to their ship, and their ship just sits there.
So the ships aren't shot
previous
down.
Thieves. These are ships of previous thieves. And
never made it home.
Never made it home. And I mean, these vessels. Some of these vessels are old.
So some were shot down, though, right? Or are they all just abandoned?
Yeah, they're all. Are you going to spend time looking through them and stuff? But yeah, there's no energy signals on any of these.
Okay.
I mean, you can do an analysis with the systems in the ship, doing half-life analysis on energy packs and things like that. The freshest one is like from 100 years ago. So, and
depending on
we're getting shot down, but if that's not what's happening, let's go.
No, these are ships, smaller ships. Yeah. Larger ships that have tried to approach the Hulk star, they're floating in orbit or vaporized. But yeah, it's been known that ships over whatever I said, like
Slim. Older doesn't necessarily mean worse, depending on the technology of the civilization that built that ship. I mean, you might want to get an upgrade. If we survive this, maybe we can find a better ship.
Eye on the prize. Eye on the prize. It's by any ship in the universe.
Which way do they go? Which way do we go?
The tunnel.
Let's go pillaging. Yep.
5 meter wide, perfectly circular, bend and twist. It takes an hour to walk it.
Okay.
And you come out on the other side of the steep hills. What do you see? You get the hills behind you now. They're covered with short bluish grass. The inner edge of the field, from inside the field looks a hazy gold. There's between you and an open plain, or is it no? Between you and a forest is a lava river.
Lava river?
Yep, about 50 meters wide. The only this is the trick. This is where they couldn't go any further. Is that once you try to cross the lava river, the gravity returns to 8 Gs, if not more. And so right into the lava river.
So which one of you wants to chance it? Who wants to take the
I'll
walk
go.
over there?
I'm up. I go.
Gonna use your dispersal?
I hand him a length of chain. I hand him the standard 1 foot length of chain to put around his arm.
Okay.
In case I need to rescue him.
Well, does want to just go through him since he's dispersed?
Unless he takes a hold of it before he's dispersed.
Yeah, I don't know how you explain these superhero shit.
I can just fly. Well, I can just fly over it.
Sure. Just if
are you
anything
gonna fly
bad
over?
happens,
Are you gonna fly over dispersed or not?
Of course. It's always on.
Okay. Well, then you have no problem.
Yeah.
You go across just fine. What's on the other side is a band of forest.
You say the dispersal is always on?
Yeah.
that would be really inconvenient.
I think he means on this planet, he's not going to turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be a hassle? You go to pick up your cheeseburger and
Yeah, I was confused for a second there. I was like, wait, it's always on. How are you holding anything?
The forest consists of odd fern-like trees with blue leaves.
but it's high gravity over there, right?
The high gravity is the band of the lava river. So you come out from under the hills, looking at a forest. Between you and the forest is a river of lava 50 meters wide. And Tunguska Slim says that trying to cross the river of lava, there was an intense gravitational pull that pulls you into the lava or anything that you tries to cross.
Oh, it's just the lava. It's not on the other side.
That is correct.
Oh, I'll just teleport then.
You can teleport.
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
And we build a bridge.
Can I throw Chrome across the river?
All right. Well, I'll fly. Hey.
You go across just fine. No, but the bridge would get sucked into the lava river.
Well, then it has to be a stronger bridge.
Yeah, you have to build. Yeah.
Metal,
yeah, you got to meet force with force in one sense is one way to.
Metal, you pick up Chrome, and I'll fly you all across, one at a time.
You can't disperse other people, can you? You can only disperse yourself.
No, I can't.
Yeah. So they would just.
So what do I need to do? Metal, tell me what I need to do.
Right.
I'm solo now.
Chrome can take that kind of punishment. So if he wants to move across the river, that's great. The professor or I are both going to be crushed kind of like grapes. If we have these high-tech spacesuits, will those offset the river or not?
They tried that. They used to be a crew of 8. Now they're a crew of 7. That's how they found out that the
counters gravity, but not that much gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know that I can survive being submerged in lava.
Well,
So I'm not going to submerge you in lava. Not going to submerge you in lava. I have enough lift that I could just. I could take half of the city and move it across there. Even at 8 Gs.
I'll fly you over the lava.
But you can't fly me if you're dispersed, and if you're not dispersed, you're going to fall in the lava.
So what I'm saying is, your Chrome is not going to be crushed to death because he's an armored behemoth, and I can just float him over to the other side of the river, and he's fine. The professor or I will have problems crossing the river.
But you don't know how heavy the gravity is, how intense the gravity is. So you're going to get me out over this thing, and then what if the gravity is stronger than your magnetic power and split?
Well, that's what Oaken just tested, right? We know how strong it is because Oaken just tested it.
If we now, this is going to sound evil.
I understand Oaken just went across dispersed. I don't have Oaken testing anything.
Yeah,
I understand this is going to sound evil, but when we come up with this experiment to try to get over there, let's use one of the 6 bandits first.
You guys are heroes.
I like that.
You are not D&D murder hobos. I was just
no human sacrifice. No human sacrifice.
No, we're trying to do it. We're literally legitimately trying to do it successfully.
No, guys,
but we know it's not
with
going to work.
Oaken on the other side and potentially Chrome, I was figuring they could look around for the off button or the extend the bridge button from the other side.
well, Oaken can do that. But Chrome, we don't know if Chrome can get over there. You're assuming you can, but we don't know.
My addition to this is if one of you or one of the bandits does happen to get pulled into the lava, I promise to shoot them so they'll be unconscious and they won't feel it.
No,
no one feels reassured by anything.
That's so helpful.
You're only doing the Anakin Skywalker thing.
So Chrome weighs as much as a normal man, right?
Yeah.
Just a guy?
At least a little heavy, but yeah.
Yeah.
In his metal form, he's still just
athletic.
a guy.
Athletic build.
I'm 181 pounds.
Look at the guy.
Okay.
Just like he is, Jeremy. Is it Jeremy? Is that your fucking real name?
So,
athletic build, the one that he's working around with right now.
Hey, come on, we're not measuring pant size here.
I am not 6 foot tall and 181 pounds, but Chrome is.
I would love to be back at 181 pounds. Thank you. But the thing is, that's 2 APs. I have 240 tons of lift. You would need to be at 500 gravities for me not to be able to lift you.
All right. Well,
that sounds like you got that covered pretty well.
This is it. I'm gonna Chrome turn into your metal form, and then metal, you throw Chrome over the river.
I love throwing Chrome.
Chrome, I don't know if it's technically metal. It's shiny.
Yeah, he's not actually magnetic.
Well, it's either that or I go in solo.
Chrome is metal. It's not ferrous metal.
Correct.
Yeah, but we don't dictate from iron to aluminum.
Bichronium hexylcarbonate. So,
but I can,
metal. It's a metal.
A lot of ways. I can make a metal chair, put him on a manhole cover, hand him a chain, whatever. If you don't want to go over, I get it.
I brought a manhole cover.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, are you telling me you brought a manhole cover out in this space?
Yeah. Turn your mic down or something. It's very distorted, Jeremy.
You don't carry a manhole cover around with you? I do, everywhere I go.
That's how she moves around. She just rides it.
Is my mic still acting up? Is it loud?
It's very distorted. When you get excited, it's just garbled. It's so distorted.
Yeah, when you raise your voice, that's all. Otherwise, yeah.
It's okay. It's like feedback.
I don't know, Professor. You want to tinker around with the suits? See if you
How's
can
this?
them up.
That's better.
Jimmy, I can hear you fine. It's not distorting from where I sit. But yeah, because we don't want to leave the 1,000-year-old ghost over there to do the exploration, I thought that maybe you'd go over and help him. It's not like the first time I tossed you over a lava river.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, really. How did we get to Waffle House and begin? You know?
Please, I threw you at a supervillain the first day we met.
I remember. But that was not lava. But if you are convinced that if you can promise me I'm getting across this lava, I'll go.
I got my gun out just in case he goes in.
I will catch you.
So yeah, I'm going to transport him across the lava. I'm going to go relatively slow. I'm going to put something big and metal underneath it, maybe from my exoskeleton. I don't know what's available, and just let him stand on it so nothing's too exciting, and transport him over.
Okay, I mean, you got to sweat a bit. You got to exert a lot of energy, but you're able to do it with the. What's your power level? 13?
14.
14. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
He makes it?
Yes, he does. You can feel the pull on it. I mean, it's definitely, and you can physically feel the I guess the crushing weight, right?
Okay. I put the destructor away.
Is it more or less than what it was before? Like out at the 8G? Does it feel like 8Gs or does it feel
no, it's way more. It's way more.
Okay.
Yeah, it like.
Okay.
Yep, there's some type of technology going on there that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like catching a football.
Well, I guess we'll look around and see if there's any kind of way to turn off the gravity or whatever that is that's causing everybody to plunge into the lava.
The only thing you can see with a investigation of the immediate area is there's polished skulls in the trees, stuck in the trees.
Hey, I saw that movie. That's Predator.
It's like each tree has a polished skull in it.
Okay.
And a few of them may be human, but most of them aren't.
Okay, so whatever is killing people here is putting them out on display.
Here, so.
Okay, Jay. Before I inspect the skulls in the tree, I'm gonna fly up and look.
Okay, above the forest, the valley is in a circle, being an old module, of course.
Does anything stick out that I see?
Yes,
any
there's going to be a lot
tree, any mountain?
There is. After the forest, which is one ring, you come out into lakes, a ring of boggy land and lakes. And then it's a plain of burnt earth. The circular area of burnt earth looks about, the valley is about 14 kilometers wide by 26 kilometers long.
All right, I'm gonna land and walk down the valley.
I am a student at a U.S. college. I have no knowledge of kilometers. How many miles is that?
Divided by 2.
All right. So what, I got to get my tape measure? What the hell? I'm going to fly to the valley. I'm going to land. Chrome.
There's a plane of,
behind
it goes,
me. He can catch
the
up.
ring of
He can
foggy
run
land and
fast.
lake,
Keep up with me.
plane of burnt earth.
We're going to the valley.
And a patch of glaring white is visible in the middle of the plain.
Archaic Danish spirit
area. There's a circular area around it, 4 kilometers wide, covered with concentric rings of polished bones, carefully arranged in a baroque and grotesque pattern.
Okay.
All sorts of bones except skulls.
Skulls are in the last scene.
The skulls are all mounted on the trees.
Yep.
All right.
And that bright extreme white is coming from a small dome. That's dead center.
I'm gonna head to the dome, the small dome.
I'm gonna message them both to remind them that they can still message me if they need something.
No, to good as Slim says, get us all across, Metal. We're all going. Everyone goes. No one stays.
I don't know how the rest of us are going to get across. That's what they're investigating.
Well, Tunguska Slim's like, well, just get us across just like you got Chrome across.
I can. Chrome is tough, but if you hit him with a dump truck, I worry about the dump truck.
Yeah, but they got guns
there.
and
if
stuff.
I transport someone else across, I'm worried that they're going to be paced by the time they get to the other side.
That's why you do it to random bandit number 3 first.
Tunguska Slim, you name your volunteer.
We're going to try and keep the random violence down. I'm going to get, I don't know, an apple. I want to get something out of someone's lunch and try and transport it across the lava to see what happens to it. Is it smashed flat?
Who has a lunchbox with them on this trip?
I got one right here.
One of them pulls out. One of them pulls out
lunchbox is right there.
Like some type of pan-galactic granola bar.
Okay.
What does it do? It goes. It drops towards the lava, but before it even reaches it, it doesn't become. It loses. You can't see it because it collapses and crushed and so quickly.
Yeah, so I could transport whatever you want over there, but if it's not as tough as an armored vehicle, it's not going to be happy when it gets to the other side. I'll put you over there if you want.
I'll deliver your go to the other side of the river.
But what didn't you just put Chrome on a
platform? Sure, but that doesn't decrease the gravity that's on them. The stress that was on Chrome
I still have to be able to stand up on the darn thing.
The platform just has to go back and forth one at a time, but I'm going second to last. Metal's last, of course.
So if it's more than 8 Gs, you're likely to be killed by just the stress of transportation, regardless of whether I can move you.
Looks to you, Professor. Can you increase the anti-grav power on our suits to compensate?
R2, try and increase the power.
Reverse the polarity.
Or I can just pick them up and fly them over.
Still doesn't solve the same problem. All right? Stop saying that.
So there's no control on the other side. I look for ways around it.
A solid person over there.
So Jay, just going to do the solid detective thing. Going to look around here for bridge controls, things that might have worked, roads that go, gaps in the field. And Chrome and Oaken on the other side can look around for anything that's going to mitigate the gravity field, because that's just too much gravity for normal mortals to take.
being Edel's lapdog, of course, when she tells me to look for these things, I'm looking also.
Mm-hmm.
When
With my sharp eye and my keen sense of
And your recall of what?
well, I got to see it first to recall it, but I'll see it.
How close can I get to this lava river before the gravity starts to kick in?
You can get right up to it. You don't feel it being right up to it. You just feel the heat.
Yeah, that was the next question I was going to ask is how hot is a lava river when you're standing right next to it?
It's pretty warm. It's pretty warm, but spacesuits. Spacesuits are designed to handle extreme temperature range.
Okay.
Are they not?
I will back away a little bit, and since my phone just rang, apparently I get signal in space. That's crazy. I'm gonna try and message Metal again.
Yeah, I am the signal in space.
Yeah,
that
for
comes
some
from
reason,
me.
cellular devices are working amazingly well.
Yeah, we got a walking cell tower. So I describe everything that I've seen over there, and basically, unless I missed something, I didn't see anything that looked like it would control gravity, turn down, turn up, change anything. So I don't know.
Nope. The only thing that the other artificial object is the silver dome at the center of this valley.
Right. So I tell Metal, I tell her about the silver dome, but again, I don't know. You want me to smash it? I'll smash it, but
Well, let's not smash anything. Did the professor determine anything from either what Chrome saw or what we saw? Did we find any way to mess with the gravity field?
Oh, Professor, give me an intelligence roll.
No.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Acting value of 12 with -1 column shift. Dice room. 2D10. 8 and a 6. Total 14.
Nice.
Yeah.
Considering how crappy your luck with dice tends to get, that was really good.
Great.
So that's an additional column shift. So that should be 2 column shifts. I told you he has a sharp eye. Just one, but it's sharp.
Single sharp eye. Love it.
Yeah, you can work out specific
The effect value
of the I guess of the energy field, how it's working, interrelating with what were those poles? I said there was these poles of a strange alloy.
Poles of an unknown alloy.
Yep. The gravity is being focused by them, maintaining it in a circle around, around the river, in a field.
Is one of so these are man-made.
The poles are man-made. Yeah, they're
artificially made, not necessarily by humans, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
So I guess you figure if you can adjust the quorum the enteron or quorum energy frequency between the gravity force along the lava river and those big frickin' towers on the other side of the hills, you can do it.
I'll take a stab at it.
Is there one close enough to us that me or Metal can just walk right up to it?
Well, the poles are quite far away. What I mean by it is disrupting it locally. You would have to generate a signal off of your gun.
Generate a signal what now?
Off of his gun that would I don't know, just break up. This is, you're figuring it out. This is coming out of your mouth, Professor, by the way.
Metal.
Yeah, you know how the quorum energy is from the poles is driving the gravity field along the lava river. So all you need to do is disrupt it locally, and there would be no gravity. Like you could create like a bug zapper or like a signal from your gun.
If this
nullify the communication basically in that
Metal, if this is being created, can we just go destroy one of these towers and
let's not start wrecking things. So let's turn things off. Let's not smash things. So if it's his gun,
be careful about that, Tunguska Slim, because big ships have approached this thing and gotten slagged by energy coming out of this field. This is the closest anyone's ever gotten, or at least close to what he's seeing.
Right. So no slagging. Kim, I'm gonna. Hell, Professor, if you can talk me through it, I'm all about energy fields. If you can talk me through what needs to be done, I'll try and do it with my powers.
I was just theorizing that taking maybe one of the towers out would just disrupt its ability to create the field. Breaking the circuit. Although, how big is it? I was just going to try to disintegrate it.
The pole?
I'm going to vote for minimum disintegration.
Yeah, one of the poles.
10 meters wide by 100 meters tall.
Oh. Well, maybe it's made out of a soft, very disintegratable material.
Or maybe it's unstable. If you just get a little bit, like one leg broken, it'll fall over like a three-legged stool minus one leg.
Pardon me if I apply a little science here, but if it's just a field effect thing, maybe we can modify the field effect. I have a reasonably powerful power. If the professor can tell us what we want to do, let's try and mitigate it rather than smash it to bits. We seem a little too prone to the smashing of things.
Well, I tell you what. If you want to do that, I'm going to fly up to the top of the tower and pull out my sickle with the flash and give you a beacon.
Stay on the other side of the lava for the moment. If you guys want to check out the dome on the other side of the lava while we're doing this, that may not be a bad idea. Let's make some use of our time.
Yeah,
Are you guys going to do that? Crow?
Either that or I'm going in solo.
Yeah, I'll go look at the metal dome and see if I can figure out is there a way to open it? Is there an off button?
I love that our typecast dumb guy has to go figure everything out for us.
Before you can discern whether there's a portal, a door, or an entryway, standing on a pedestal on the north side of the dome is a robot.
Robot?
It has a dome-shaped head, thick tentacles of polished steel sprout from either shoulder. It is 5 meters tall, 4 meters wide.
Steel tentacles.
We need to start getting US supplements, because I don't know how big a meter is. Okay, I know how big a meter is, but Chrome doesn't know how big a meter is.
Not much.
The robot is animate. It is polishing a thigh bone, perhaps.
Yeah, that's
on either side of the robot.
That's not ominous at all.
Could you imagine just the professor and I shouting out metric conversions to you? 39 inches! It's 39 inches!
Yeah,
that would be 3/8.
And in front of his
pedestal
is a neatly arranged assortment of polished bones.
Okay.
Greetings, more petitioners, and so soon after others have failed.
What?
Yeah, 0.125 is an eighth, okay? So we all know that. That's established.
I'm sorry, was the robot just talking to us? I missed it.
We're talking to, Chrome and Oaken.
Yeah.
Said, greetings, more petitioners, and so soon after others have failed.
And I said in my ever so intelligent way, huh?
Since my creation 100 of your years ago, I have guarded the horde of the near Keon. My duty is to warn you away from this place, and to slay you and arrange your structural members in artistically pleasing manner, should you fail to obey. Do you wish to continue?
And you paid for a college education? That's it. I'm pulling out the sickle, and I'm going to flash attack the robot.
It approves, and as you're coming at it, it's offering to tell you of the thousands of ways that it's going to be able to take you apart.
Oh, it's about time.
And rearrange you and strip you, and at the same time, it's projecting holograms of this procedure up on the fucking ceiling of the dome. Professor in metal, you can see it. It's like a light show. The roof of the dome.
It was a freaking Grateful Dead concert. All right.
Yep. The Robot Guardian. Okay, initiative. It has an initiative.
We can start there.
Okay, roll your initiative.
Chrome, what'd you get? I got a 6. And
so me and Metal are actually seeing from as far away as we are images in the sky of people being dismembered.
26.
Yeah, you see a picture of it's a picture of Oaken being like.
Oh, it's actually him.
Yeah, being spread apart and being sliced in layers and.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Down to
it's like a little. Yep. How it plans on doing this, getting down to the polished bones, the bones.
I know some gangsters like that back in the world.
It got its initiative roll. It got a 33.
Yeah, I got a 26.
Okay.
I'd warn everybody on our side of the river to be on guard because it looks like shit's about to go down, but I'm sure we're all seeing the same thing.
Yeah, and it's those tentacles, the two tentacles. I can show you a picture of. There is actually a nice picture of the rope.
The rods are big, but they're not out of scale. If they can't handle this quickly, we'll risk disrupting the rods out here.
And so those tentacles have these thin filament wires on them, and they are flying out on the end. There's looks like there's 3 of them on each tentacle arm, like 6. What's your dexterity, Oaken?
My dex is 9.
That's good.
Yeah,
Good.
9.
You need a good dex. Okay, it needs a 7 or better to hit you. And it rolled a 4.
That's fucked up.
Sometimes luck goes your way.
Yeah, luck goes your way. It missed. These monofilament wires go, and it was clear that they were looking to wrap you up.
All right. What's Chrome initiative? Give him a fastball.
Who said I'm in combat? I told him, let me get back to you on that, and started backing away, and then suddenly you just charged in.
Yeah, so I still need an initiative roll from you, Chrome.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Yeah. Well, I go first, he go last. All right.
There you go. Yeah, since you're attacking, what are you going to do, Oaken? This thing just you're flying at it, and it hasn't moved. It's just reaching out. Its tentacles are stretching out, and it's trying to,
Sonic blast of 9.
Okay. 9. You need a 15 or better to hit.
What? What the hell's the dexterity of this thing?
Could be super speed. Could be a lot of things.
I got 40 points. What if I spend a couple points?
A couple points will make it 13 or better.
My gosh, this Chrome. We in for a fight. That's a lot.
You like how he clues you in on this, Chrome?
All right, I'll spend 5 points.
5 points. Perfect. Okay, that's get it down to a 9. 9 or better.
All right, I'm rolling. And I got a 2 and a 7. 7, 8, 9. I got a 9.
Okay, you do hit. You do hit.
Yeah, you do hit. I got to minus my 5 points.
I'm looking at its body, including its force field, and your sonic blast is a 9, but you got no.
Yes.
But you got no column shifts. You need to get some serious column shifts to dent this fucker because there's a.
Chrome, I need your help, Chrome.
Energy field around it.
Get a ghost thing and get the hell out of there. I'm backing up.
Just
come in,
Jay.
man. I need your help.
Yeah.
So they're in the valley on the other side of the trees. So I'm just getting reports from Metal. That's all. The only way I know what's going on, right?
Yeah. Because you're a couple kilometers away from the action, at least, right? What did I say?
I just blasted a robot and it didn't even do any damage. I need help.
You're about 10 kilometers away. You and in Metal. And just
turn into a ghost and get away from it. I don't think it can grab a insubstantial thing.
Run away! Run away!
Yeah, I'm backing up.
Well, we got to roll initiative.
My initiative was 24, and I'm backing the hell up.
Okay, its initiative is 38.
Declare dodge. At least get that column shift.
So it attacks Oaken with the monofilament wires, and it opens up on Chrome with.
Hang on, he said that I have to leave, and I'm leaving, and he attacks me anyway?
He just has a bad attitude, man. This is a monster with a bad attitude.
You just said that you passed your initiative.
No. I didn't. I said I backed.
That means you're going to get hit.
Yeah, this thing's attacking everything that it can see. In its sight. Now it's in combat.
Okay.
It's It's a.
Token pissed it off.
Total destruction.
It's a guardian robot.
You turn your
has
back
little
and
tolerance.
so you're going to get hit.
I didn't turn my back. He said, "Go, leave or I will have to attack you." And I said, "Let me get back to you on that," and started backing up. You decided to attack the robot.
We're in combat. There was no time to think in combat. Okay.
You weren't in
You're in conversation.
combat.
So the robot just has a crappy attitude and felt like fighting.
Or it's got a very simple.
You're like, I don't want to fight. It's like, I don't care.
He's probably he was standing there for years.
Okay, I'm leaving. Sorry, I still have to kill you.
Okay, what's your dex, Chrome?
You politely say to the robot, "Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to cross a different river. Kill you anyway."
My dex is 9.
9.
Dodging.
You get a column shift in your favor, and you're dodging, which gives you another column shift. Needs an 11 or better to hit you. 4 and a 5 is a 9. Sonic protein disruptor rays go screeching by you.
Did you say sonic protein disruptors?
Yep,
Okay.
I did.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what that is.
And messes with your amino acids.
There you go.
It means he was throwing eggs at you.
Yep.
It used to be
by, but it doesn't give off any heat.
20 years ago. That used to be my pickup line.
Okay, Oaken is attacking you. Your dex is 9. Needs a 7 or better straight up. No, it doesn't. It needs a 9 or better straight up because of the column shift, because it's doing a multi-attack. But it gets a 10, so that's a hit.
If it looks like they're in real trouble, we'll do some stuff on this side of the river that I really.
What's your dispersal power, bro?
8. No, dispersal is 9. Dispersal
9.
is 9. Yeah.
And I know I could have known this. Does it stack or not?
No.
Depends.
Just dispersal 9.
Okay. So this monofilament blade, fortunately, its effect is a little lower than expected. I got to read the dispersal. I'm sorry. I mean, because what I got is I got 2 APs of damage, but I don't know if that. Do I got to overpower your dispersal?
No, it's not like that. It's like he takes actual damage. It's not like energy dispersal or one of those, or kinetic absorption. Sorry.
So what he's saying is, Mike, what you're saying is,
then he has a choice, right, of using his power or his body in physical attack.
Yeah, it's body. Physical attack.
Physical attack against dispersed characters will pass harmlessly through them unless the attack has a body higher than the activated APs of dispersal. If the physical attack has no body, like an energy attack such as EB or flame projection, the attack may affect the character. Against any physical attack which may be able to affect the character, the activated APs of dispersal are added to his RV, so it does stack. Anything that is considered a physical attack, it adds to his RV.
Okay. So what's your body, Oaken?
9.
So you got a 9 attribute body, and you got a 9 dispersal.
Yep.
Damn.
So that gives you 18 versus no effect. Goes through.
Right.
If there was an actual energy weapon as opposed to a physical attack, it would go differently.
If
Let's
it was
roll for initiative and see if somebody going to help me out. Yeah. 7. I got 27.
31.
My initiative is 27.
Can you hear what's going on, Metal? What's going on?
Chrome?
It sounds like they're fighting, but I don't think that there's a robot that I don't think can actually hurt them. I think they've got it.
28.
Love it. Okay. The monofilament blades didn't work on Oaken, so it's going to try its fusion gun on you, Oaken.
All right, bring it on.
It's going to keep amping it up until it finds something that works.
That's why I need your help.
Okay, your deck.
We do have the indestructible college student right there.
It's a robot. I could use a mind drain on it, but if it's a robot, it has no mind.
We need to know if it's standing there guarding the dome or if it's going to chase you. If it's going to chase you, bring it to us.
That's on back.
We'll push it in the lava.
Now that's an idea.
Flee, run away.
I can bring it to you.
The robot drills you with that fusion gun, but your dispersal power barely holds it back. Or
Jay, if it's an energy attack, the dispersal doesn't stack.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that makes a difference then.
Yes,
then you take 1, 2. You take 4 APs of damage. That fusion gun stings.
Man.
For the record, Mike, that's what we would term in our group. We would say you just took a page out of The Complete Bastard. Ready to throw your friends under the bus.
Not throwing anyone under the bus.
So
okay, my body is down to 9.
Are getting shot.
5.
Fly away.
And your dex is 9.
It is, and I'm dodging.
And you're dodging, so that's right. Brings it from a 7 or better. He needs an 11 or better to hit you. 9.
Let me know when I get an initiative.
16. So that's 2 column shifts. What's your resistance value to sonic projectors?
Is that a physical attack?
Yes, it is, sir.
Then it would be 18.
That's good. You got 2.
I'm hoping it doesn't figure out to shoot me with its energy weapons, but
2 column shifts are not enough to cause you damage. It seems that your chrome abilities are protecting you fairly well against these sonic protein disruptors.
Is my suit getting damaged? Because remember, the chrome is on the inside of that suit, not on the outside of that suit.
Yes, I understand. No, your suit is fine right now.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Okay.
Let me know when I can have an initiative, Jay.
You guys can tell me what you're doing.
Okay. So I have a telescopic vision of 5, which I got after you giving me all that crap the other day about how far away a thing is.
Yes, of course.
And I have a lot of magnetic control. Can I figure out where this robot is? I'm going to fly up on my side of the river to get perspective. And I want to drop something heavy on this robot.
Did you roll initiative, by the way? Because I don't know.
No, I didn't. I'm saying he asked what I wanted to do.
Oh.
Yeah. And Professor, and I'll have you roll initiative. Are you going to be doing anything?
I'm watching the trees and hoping they're okay on the other side. I don't know what I can do from not being able to see anything at this point.
Okay, roll me an initiative medal. And Chrome, you can take your action.
That's not a problem.
You're going to be first anyways.
Yeah, I'm going to turn, since it hit me that time, even dodging doesn't seem to help. I'm going to turn and run back to the river and see if it follows me.
Okay. The distance is...
My initiative is 35.
You said it was a couple of kilometers.
Yeah. The distance from... to the forest. I'm going to go. What's the difference between there and the forest? We'll say 10 kilometers, which is about 5 miles.
6.2. I used to have a job where I had to convert all the metrics off the top of my head. I got real good at it.
So that's 13 APs of distance.
I know that 1 gallon is 3.8 liters, thanks to every urinal I've ever peed in.
Yay! It's gonna shoot at you is what it's gonna do, Chrome.
Okay.
It's gonna shoot at you. It's gonna stand and stare next to the dome and just start firing its weapons at you and over.
Okay. Serpentine!
Oh, I just changed my mind of what my attack is going to be.
Okay. So Metal, you're making an attempt. You're flying up in the air and you're looking.
So I can see him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say? How far away were you? You're 13.
So I have 16 miles of range. I have 14 ATs of power, 16 miles of range.
Mm-hmm.
So now convert that into kilometers so that we can.
I don't think the robot is close enough to me. I am going to drag him at ground level over to where I am, which means into the lava river. I'm going to try and drag the robot into the river.
Yep. Okay.
What is Slim and his cronies?
I have a weight for this thing. I have an actual weight.
That's what we
And I want to throw that out there so we might want to play with this one.
Yep.
Or at least I do.
What I've been waiting for.
Slim and his cronies are just milling around, worried about what's going on.
They want to get across the river. Don't break anything. They're not damaging all the goods, are they?
We have to damage a Guardian robot.
Okay.
It's
the Guardian
firing
robot
some plasma weapon at my buddies.
5 tons.
Okay.
So that's just AP.
That's 10,000 pounds.
It is.
And your power.
Metric please.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Kilograms.
Is it metric tons?
It's
I
metric
don't know what
tons.
that is in kilotons.
It's 5,000
kilograms.
Which
That's
is
pretty.
2
I was going to use my strength, but I think that's too much.
per kilogram. Is that right?
What?
You can move it 100 yards every 4 seconds.
Isn't it
4 seconds is one phase. 4 seconds is one round, one phase.
Right.
Yeah.
Although that would be but he's more than 2 click away, right?
The robot?
Yeah.
The robot's like 10 clicks away.
Okay,
Now,
this is going to be funny.
We got to do right triangles or whatever. You're probably back up to 14 kilometers distance when you get up in the air.
So no, I'm not lifting him up in the air. I want to drag him into the river.
I know. I'm just saying. But yeah.
Matter of fact, I think this would be funny.
From the river. Okay, it's 10. They're 10 kilometers, 10 clicks, 5 miles. Like we said.
And Chrome and Oak are playing the robot who just starts to slide away.
I have worked on military bases. A click is 1 mile.
So it will
0.62 miles.
Yeah.
From what I'm looking at, it's going to get 2 rounds of shooting off its weapons before you pull it into the lava river.
Yeah, but Jay, I'm going to push.
That's good. Okay.
I'm going to fly behind it and use my strength and push it towards metal.
Okay. What's your flight?
My flight is 6.
That's good. That's good.
This is just kind of an amusing way to beat a giant robot.
Yeah, I think it's only going now. It's only going to get off one attack, and it's going to be on you, Oaken, while you're pushing it. And I guess it's going to. At this point, it's going to shoot everything it has at you, which is 2 sonic protein guns and the fusion gun.
All right.
And Chrome spared an attack by Oaken's stealthless act.
Well, I wouldn't be getting attacked at all if Oaken hadn't been a robot, so it kind of makes up for it.
What's the girl gonna do? You know?
I'm just so amused by the idea of how confused the robot will be by this.
I will say this isn't the first time I've gotten attacked because of a girl, so.
Yeah. Once again, it just got what it needed to hit. I guess it's having trouble locking on to your insoluble ghost-like form, because when it drills you with all these weapons, they just go through you, not causing any effect.
All right, I'm pushing the robot towards metal, and metal is drawing it
bringing it into the lava river.
And drop it. And
it goes right in.
And I tell Slim, that was the Guardian robot.
And it just disappeared into the lava. And
the robot actually went into the lava.
Good job.
It is my duty to warn you away from this place.
You okay, guys?
Is it? Has anybody else seen Incredibles? That robot's going to come out of that lava smoking hot and pissed off.
Well, nobody saw it, but I shot it as it was going in.
So I wish it had occurred to me earlier that I can shoot
through the woods.
River. Check out the dome.
The dome has ceased glowing, and a triangle opening appears in the north side.
I'm flying north.
The north side of that building, right? Is that what we're talking about? The north side of the robot?
Yep.
I was going to say,
between the pedestal to the north.
I'm going to walk south to go through the door.
You walk south through the door. It's on the north side. Yeah.
Exactly.
And when you're standing in front of the portal, you're between the door and the pedestal that the robot was on.
Gotcha.
Whereas everything is. But inside is a flight of spiral stairs set in the wall of an 8-meter wide shaft that descends into the depths of the Hulk star.
Shut your mouth.
The stairs are unlit and have no railing. How far the shaft goes down, you don't know.
I'm still looking around for something to turn off the gravity field so that we can actually all get together over here. I have no idea what such a thing would look like in an alien space bubble, but
with the destruction of the robot, the destruction of the robot seems to have nullified that effect.
Oh,
all right.
So what? You got to get across 10 meters of hot flowing lava.
So I pick up the pirates, the professor, all of that, and lift everyone over the lava.
Whee! To the treasure! Whee!
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time I walked through fire.
Just gonna lift some pirates over lava. Nothing to see here.
No, like
Slim,
I have done.
Slim, that worked exactly like we had it planned.
Yep. How far do you think the shaft goes down? Says Tunguska Slim.
I find it as
Throwing a glow
bad
stick down there.
practice to you should never speculate in somebody else's shaft.
Yeah. So little scanners out. You get out, space pirates. You get little scanners out. 8 kilometers down. Goes down 8 kilometers, which is about 4 miles. 3 miles.
Is it illuminated or
No, it's
we
unlit.
have flashlights here?
That's 19 and a half feet. 19.5 feet.
Kilometers now, not meters.
Oh, kilometers. 19
8 kilometers.
500 feet. Yeah.
The
Add a 0.
5 miles.
Yep. Correct.
5 miles down. The shaft goes 5 miles down.
I'm a mechanic. I convert numbers all day long.
Slim, are we supposed to go down there?
Yeah, I was thinking like Metal with her massive powers could just like drop down and make sure everything's so safe and okay.
Are you gonna? Yeah, somebody gonna do recon? Don't drop me down there.
I can fly down
I'm
there.
kind of made of tissue paper compared to these guys. You do recall that, right? I don't want to go first. I get beat up real quick.
Is it a straight shaft or is it like a sloping?
No, it's straight with a stair that goes along a spiral stair on the outside of the shaft. It's
Okay.
it goes straight. And you,
I mean,
with stairs that go around like you would walk downstairs for 5 miles. But I mean, yeah. And those stairs are, how wide were they? I mean, you can look down the whole way.
right. But how deep are the stairs? Like how?
I have that figure. Let me find it again.
Like
Slim, his cronies, and me can start walking, but it's going to take a while to get down that deep. So I don't know.
I mean, you're talking like 3 to 5 feet.
Oh, they're like
Single file. The steps are that wide. Like people can only walk down single file.
right, deep.
Oh, deep.
When you build a stair, it's 48 inches wide. The riser is 7 inches, and the tread is 10 inches.
Yep, that's for humans. I guess these are larger.
No.
The reason
Do you happen to know stair sizes?
My father was a carpenter, so I learned a bit from him.
Hey, Chrome's talking, guys. Shut up, everyone. And now he just dropped out. Now you pissed him off. Well, anyways, we reached our limit. Time for tonight. But, yeah, Chrome was trying to speak, and you guys were talking over him, so he clicked out.
Oh, sorry about that. No, that's rude. I don't like to do that. Yep.
So, I think he's a little miffed about that.
Well, it's a 3, 4, 5 rule. We all know geometry.
Yeah, that's what he just said. He said he's out for this evening. He was just tired of getting talked over all night long. So, not another game, I imagine, just tonight. So keep that in mind. We're at the 8:30. I was ready to go to 9, but Chrome has dropped out. So this is where we're going to end it tonight, guys.
It's 8 a.m. here.
8 a.m. Look at you. You've got the whole day in your favorite place, India, ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat some breakfast and pack up and hit the road. I got stuff I got to go look at. So,
all right, man. Good to see you, gentlemen.
All right.
Another great game.
Talk to you guys next time.
Stills and all that. See you guys in a week or so.